So, oh, you're the journalist guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi.
Hello.
So, what questions did you want to ask people?
So I have my categories of questions. I have my categories for those that live the criminal life and then those that live a 9 to 5 sort of civilian life.
Oh, I'm neither of them.
Oh,
I'm a prosecutor.
so you're close to civilian then.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say my job's 9 to 5.
Your job's like all day, every day.
Yeah, I'm government, so.
Yeah, I just it's a 10 per question. Uh,
Okay.
I just ask him through my order here on my notepad, and then whatever you feel like answering pretty much is what I note down.
Okay.
Um, when it comes to somebody's name, they can either choose to be anonymous, they can choose to use a nickname, they can choose to use their actual name. I don't bother with that too much.
That's okay. You can just call me Raven.
And then all those get sent over to my professor back at school.
Okay.
He reviews it, and then we publish it into a blog, basically.
Okay.
So this one's gonna be called Los Santos Life. Um, Literally all he wants me to do is get anybody and everybody that I can that live in Los Santos and just get information, what they feel, how they do things, all that stuff.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, well, since you said you don't mind being called Raven, I'll put that down on here. Alright, why did you want to pursue the current job that you work in?
Why do I want to pursue it?
Mhm.
It's kind of so I started off as a public defender when I first joined Los Santos, which is where I defend criminals, and I enjoyed it, but my heart wasn't set in it. So I tried prosecution, and it was something that I just had a passion for, something that I felt like I was good at, and I just continued, and now I'm assistant state attorney.
That's
I
actually remarkable.
thank you.
What's funny is this is the attorney that's going against us tomorrow. Alright, were there any events that led you to live this current life that you're in with your job?
Um, Not really. I mean, like growing up, my father was like a criminal, and I realized that I didn't want to go down the same path as him, because he had a lot of bad people, um, around him, and it affected his life negatively. So I guess that played a huge part in it.
The reason I asked that question is the same answer you just gave. A lot of people have, back, past, like, them brain farting on what I'm trying to say, but, past history that has led them to pursue certain lifestyles, so that's also part of why we're, doing this, journal.
Okay.
With that, I am gonna ask a personal question.
Okay.
Are your parents still alive and around?
My father, I don't know where he is. I kind of left him in Liberty City. My mother unfortunately was killed by my father. I do have my adoptive father though. He's still around here.
Well, that's good. That's good. Family is family's always what you make of it. I've learned from a lot of people around here is that family's not all the time blood.
No, it's who you want to be family. Like you can pick your own family.
Mm-hmm. Would you consider yourself to be a nice person?
I'd say so. I mean, some people don't view me as that, especially criminals, because they see me as like the prosecutor. They see me as the person on the other side, which is completely fair because I am. I mean, it's just the reality of it. I
Yeah.
don't let it get to me too much. I mean, I think I'm a pretty reasonable person. There is times where I have to be, unkind or not nice. But I'd say overall, I'm a pretty nice person.
All right. Okay, that's good. You seem nice to me. You approached me and even in life.
I mean, I'm cool to
Um,
anybody. So I'd say I'm nice. I give everybody an opportunity. So
so let's put you in the mindset of being your younger self, right? Um, you as you are now, would your younger self had approached who you are now as a friend or as a role model?
um probably not, just because my father kind of avoided like everybody that was like not in the criminal underworld. Um if my younger self wanted to, I'd say yes, but she wouldn't be able to.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, with that, yeah. How long have you worked where you currently work?
This time around, I want to say like 8 months. But altogether, like 2 years. I took like a year off, for my own mental sanity. But it's about 2 years.
Okay, that's not bad.
Definitely draining, but it's
That
worth
I
it.
could
So,
understand. Um,
hello,
Hey, Jasmine.
hello.
how's it going?
How's it going?
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Um, Probably living in Hawaii with my husband, probably a few kids, retired hopefully, and just living a life that I want for me and my family.
Sounds like a really good dream, actually.
Yeah, Hawaii is beautiful. So a lot better than Los Santos.
I've only ever seen pictures. I've never seen it myself.
It's it's truly remarkable.
Do you have any motto in life that you live by?
Actually, yes. I'm gonna read it. I need to pull it up though.
Okay.
So it's by Ronald Reagan, and it says, "There is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit." Basically, meaning that if you do something good and somebody else takes the credit for it, that's not a bad thing because good is still happening.
That's actually, yeah, that's a good motto. Um, what is the hope that brings you late into your job that you wake up with every morning, uh, that you wish you could provide for this city? Like, what is your number one drive to provide for this city?
Um, for people to be doing what they want to do and be happy. And I know that people kind of don't like when I say that because there's a lot of criminals around here, so they're like, "Oh, no crime." But you need crime to have society balanced, unfortunately. So I just want people to wake up, be happy, be safe, and be happy with what they're doing.
That's actually a really good one, yeah. Right, those are my top 10 questions to ask, and my one final thing that I do ask is, what would you like to tell me about yourself that you would like to be added into this entry?
Mm, it's not really something about myself. It's just more something in
Mm-hmm.
general. Like, never judge somebody based on what you hear. Always like get the opportunity to get to know them. But basically, it's like don't judge a book by its cover. There's a lot of people around here who listen to the things that other people say, but don't give people the time of day or the chance to get to know them. There's some great people out there, criminals, cops, politicians, and yeah, they have their flaws and there's a few bad things about them, but everybody's a good person deep down.
Basically, going off of that don't judge a book by its cover thing.
Yeah.
I myself, with all the people that I have interviewed since I got back here, I have met a lot of really just amazing people. They have all kinds of different backgrounds. All of them do all kinds of different work. I even been kidnapped by a guy who let me interview him as they did a bank robbery, so
Oh wow, I bet that was adventurous.
that was definitely interesting.
Here, you should interview my husband. He's one of a kind.
Well,
Let me see if he's available. He's a cop, so he might be busy.
I have yet to
Hi,
interview a cop.
honey. Are you busy? Oh, because I have a student. What are you called? Sorry, student journalist.
Mhm.
A student journalist here who I feel like would just love to hear about you. I mean, maybe they just interviewed me, so and I believe they haven't interviewed a cop yet. So okay, catch him. All right. What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh. All right. Well, just let me know when you're done. All right. I love you. Bye. He's currently in a police chase right now, but he's more than happy to be interviewed once he's free.
Are they?
But tell me about you. What do you do?
I'm actually from here in Los Santos. I've lived here my childhood. My parents uh when I got accepted into the school in Las Venturas, my parents took me there. I provided my own path to it. Working at Burger Shot, I also did some odd-end jobs. They basically just dropped me off there.
Okay.
And according to my older brother, they are now living it up in Cabo.
Oh, who's your older brother?
He doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, he moved out, got himself a wife, went over to Las Venturas himself, and now has a couple of little munchkins himself, and living the American dream from what I was told. I was reading on a scholarship, actually through school for mostly sports, but
Okay.
the journalistic community actually drew me in. My teacher was one of my biggest supporters. I told him I didn't think I could do this, and he was like, "Oh no, I think you have the talent for it," and kind of just pushed me to be where I am now. And when they said that they wanted us to go back home for the season and go interview people back home at our home states, I got excited about that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm a educator slash teacher at ULSA. So
If I didn't like the people that I work with in Las Venturas, I would totally come back home just to go to the school here, but I love the people there. They've pushed me to be the best that I can be.
oh, that's awesome. Sorry, I'm just gonna give this person a call. They got
No
fired
problem.
from their job.
Oh,
Maybe you can interview them.
there we go.
They answer. I don't think they're gonna pick up. Hello, Leon, it's Raven. Oh, it's going. I just got interviewed. There's a student journalist at Legion Square. They're doing a study on the life of Los Santos. Yeah, you should come and get interviewed, and also give me the story of why you got fired. Oh. Oh, okay. Are you a criminal? Hmm. You're a part-time criminal. Mm. Well, who's gonna look at my car now? And who am I gonna trauma dump while they look at my car? Yeah, because I don't want to go to AE and Ronnie's because they were fighting on Yeeter last night. Something about Ronnie's never been open, so Larry Tate declared war on AE, and then AE and Ronnie's got into a fist fight, and for like
Doing
5
an
hours.
interview with me?
Yeah, I have no issue doing an interview.
Alright, alright. So essentially, like when I went down there, that yeah, my brain is stuttering today. Apparently, I think essentially
My
what
brain
this is.
constantly, so it's fine.
um, so my professor sent me back home to interview the people of the state. It's gonna be called Life in Los Santos. Um, it's honestly interviewing anybody and everybody, no matter what walks of life they come from. Whether they be criminal, whether they be a civilian, whether they be working for the government, anything of that sort. It's just getting their life story, basically, what they do, basically who they are, and what they live by, their code of conduct, pretty much, their own personal code of conduct for the motto. And then we're gonna post this up in our, basically a blog, instead of running it through a paper. Because if we read it through a paper, it would only be in Las Venturas, and we can't really do much about getting it pushed over here. So
I get that.
yeah, it's just gonna be a blog, so it's gonna be all online. And hopefully everybody that I've interviewed here will enjoy what piece they have entered, or will be entered into. So it's a 10-part question. I did just come up with one on the top of my head that would be a fun little one. And I do have a closing piece that I'll ask at the end of it. But for the first portion of the questions, I do ask for a name. The person can be anonymous, they can be a nickname, or they can actually be their real name, whatever they choose to do. If you would like, I can use your actual first name.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay.
Well, I'm a public figure. If I'm doing an interview, I shouldn't have an issue with my name being out there.
Alright, with that, I'll go ahead and get started. What led you to pursue the current job that you work in?
Well, I currently have 8 jobs, but the most important one I have at this moment is being a state representative. I also work at a variety of businesses throughout the state. Sadly, I haven't been able to give those businesses the appropriate time that they deserve, but I will as soon as I'm able to.
Alright. Was there anything that led you to pursue the lifestyle that you live?
When I first moved out to the state, I moved out here to become a park ranger. Sadly, that did not happen due to some poor life decisions that I made. When I landed out here, I had some run-ins with law enforcement, mainly my poor decisions to rob a convenience store and also press an officer's panic buttons multiple times. It was the same cop. But so those decisions,
There's a street race
did-
happening.
yeah, those decisions led me to miss out on when Rangers opened up their applications. Back in, I want to say March of this year. During that time, I was actively getting my record expunged, and as my record was, as my expungement was approved, the Rangers had gotten back to me about my application being denied. So then I started working for these businesses that I had mentioned before. While working at one of them, I would hear a lot of people complaining about a proposed bill that was being put forward by a then state rep. Hearing all of the people voice their concerns with that legislation, be it from all sides of life, from members that are more legally ambiguous than others, and from members of law enforcement and more law-abiding citizens. Everybody was in consensus that that bill was a problem.
I think I know
Fortunately,
exactly what Billy's talking about.
legislators had their voice heard what people were saying and stuff. But I thought, why, if I could be part of the solution and be somebody who can help make changes, why not? Why not run? I didn't see a whole lot of options with the candidates, and so I decided to register and run. I ran, I won. And then, with as much turmoil and headaches that have been this term, it is still a rewarding career path. It's a thankless one, but as long as you go into it knowing what you're doing, or not knowing what you're doing, knowing that you're going to do your best to make sure that things get done in a, I don't want to say timely manner, but in a manner in which ensures that what you're doing is done to the best of your abilities, you should be good.
Actually, really good. So I like to break these up a little bit and like put a little something else in between, so it's not just all, you know, where did it dissuade you, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is gonna be a little bit of a personal question. A lot of people do find it pretty personal, but are your parents still alive and around?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you ask that one more time?
This is a personal question, but are your parents still alive and around?
My father is. He's back home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. My mother was killed when I was young.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry, I gotta take this phone call. Hello, this is Raven.
Would you consider yourself to be a nice person?
I try to be. I try to be nice to everyone I meet. I also try to be a good person. I think it's important to be.
Tommy, I gotta get out of here. But have a good one.
Have a good one, Raven.
Thank you.
I think it's important to treat everybody with respect and dignity, especially if you want to be treated with it in kind.
It's very good to hear, honestly. So, little scenario type thing. Put yourself in the mindset of you as your younger self, okay? Would you, if you were still your younger self, approach yourself now to befriend or look up to as a role model?
Yes.
You're actually the first person to say yes to that question.
Not well, because I would, because it would allow me to learn from my past mistakes, to try to do that. Now, I'm assuming the younger version of myself doesn't know about any of the mistakes or uh, things that have occurred in older me's life, and would just be trying to approach someone as a mentor, and they
Mhm.
wouldn't really know it's me, right? In this
Yeah.
scenario.
So this is like, let's say maybe you're like in the mindset of your 5-year-old self, and you just have, we know how children are in that age. They need some kind of guidance. They need somebody to mentor them, somebody to look up to.
I would approach myself and maybe see if a friendship and mentorship could be
Do
struck
you know how much
and
I
see
paid for that
where it
thing?
goes.
For you
It's
to just treat it like a toy? Sure, your mother got it in a divorce, but I still pay the insurance.
How long have you worked in the primary profession that you work in?
4 months,
No.
or a little bit less than 4 months.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Uh, 10 years. Maybe retired. Um, never know where life's taking. I'd like to maybe someday retire and spend time with my family, my sister, my daughter, my best friend, the people that matter.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good goal to achieve. Started being a family man again.
Oh, I try to spend time with my family now, even while um, in politics. Family is very important to me. It's something that um, I take great pride in.
Um, do you have any motto that you live by in life?
And there are actually a few that I like to live by. One of which is that the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men and women to do nothing. Another one is a quote from Alexander Hamilton: "When you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, or everything, rather."
Hmm. It's actually not bad. Um, what is one hope you wish to provide to this city? It can be anything, whether you wish for peace amongst the streets, anything of that sort.
Hmm. What's something I would like to help the city? It's a tough one.
It's a pretty hard one for anybody to answer.
Um, it'd be it'd be nice to be able to do something that would help bridge the divide between the government and the people. Um, that being said, that's a lot easier said than done.
And so for my closing questions, one of them is just a little fun one that I just thought of. If you could have any sandwich, what kind of sandwich would it be, and how would it be made?
If I could what?
If you could have any sandwich, what kind of sandwich would it be, and how would it be made?
Ooh. So my go-to sandwiches that I make when I'm at home, um, especially when I'm feeling like doing a lot of prep work, will be turkey bacon ham sandwiches.
Mm.
If I have the stuff, occasionally I'll toss in pepperoni, salami, and various other deli meats with cheese, and then I melt and toast the bread and
Slow
the
down.
cheese.
I don't understand you.
Alright, that's not bad.
I just drooled.
Um, and
As much as my sister would love for me to include more greens in that, I don't.
Whatever you say.
I don't blame you, to be honest. I have a hard time eating my own greens. My final question would be, is there anything else that you would like to tell me about yourself that you would want to be added into this journal entry? Or blog entry, I guess is what it would be.
Um, I I'm somebody who tried to be a good state rep. That is up for the public to decide. I might not have put out a whole lot of legislation this term, and may only end up putting out one or two bits, but I did everything to the best of my abilities. I'm a firm believer in quality over quantity, and others might disagree with me on that, and others might say that I didn't do a good job, and they might be right. Time will tell. But I know I did everything to the best of my abilities, and I know that this term was what in regards to past terms has been full of firsts. So I hope that when history judges me, they take the factors of what my term was into account.
That makes sense. Everybody always judges themselves on their work. They always, sometimes feel like they didn't do enough or did too much. So it's always there's that little voice in the back of your head that kind of talks down to yourself.
Yeah.
From what I've seen so far, what I've heard, obviously I haven't been back in the state too long. I've been, doing my school out of state for a very long time. From what I've heard, you seem to have been doing a pretty good job.
Well, thanks, I appreciate it.
I can say with the people that I have interviewed so far, I've never heard anybody talk negative. Other than people talk negative about the cops. That's the only thing I've actually heard government-wise that people have talked negative about.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset with law enforcement. Trying to figure out what my next chapter will be after this. Either I will continue down the path of Rangers, or I will go the LEO side or PD side of law enforcement. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna go yet. Not sure what I'm gonna do. But I have some time to figure out what's next for me.
I mean, life's always a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
wait,
be.
go for it. What's up?
Alright, so, with the standard question, what turned you guys to a life of crime?
Money.
Money?
Yeah. Oh, and I divorced my ex-wife. That counts.
You want to pull her in that?
Yeah.
You got this, R.
Should we just say
Quality time with my significant other.
Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. And the same question that he got 5 years ago. Did you see yourself resorting to the life of crime, or were you already a criminal?
No, it's this guy's fault. It's
Yeah, I'm
it's my
blaming this
fault
guy also.
for
Yeah.
both of them actually.
Yeah.
He's actually holding us all hostage.
I
We're
mean,
just,
okay, define criminal
pawn.
though. Like, cause 5 years
I-
ago, you know, I was in Chicago. You know,
I wasn't a criminal at
no,
all.
that's not criminal, Ruby.
I was a good little
yeah, tell
innocent one.
Vice it wasn't a criminal thing. 'Cause
That's
it
not
totally was freaking undercover cops. You slam them girls behind jail. Okay, that's what happened.
Honestly, that is what happened, Emerald.
I was a criminal by circumstance.
I thought she's Diamond.
Oh, my bad. You're right, Diamond.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
I thought I'm
Wait,
Sapphire.
Oh.
are you? Wait, I forget our code names. Fuck.
Fuck.
He's so good at
We're
this.
so professionals, man.
Fuck.
Well, I was just
We're
gonna call
screwed.
this one next to me red.
You can, okay, so starting off with a name, what would you like me to call you?
On the Ivars.
The Ivars.
Yeah.
Okay. Then my first question would be, what kind of civilian are you? Like, doesn't matter, I've talked to all kinds of walks of life, so you don't have to sugarcoat anything with me. Are you a regular civilian that just works the 9 to 5, or do you do criminal activities?
The criminal activities.
You do criminal activities?
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. Alright, so, first question. What led you to that sort of life, the criminal life?
Well, I never did much of the schools, and I had to take care of my brothers, so I took things,
Alright.
sold them.
You know, that's actually the first time today that somebody, you know, said that they went to that life for that sort of reason.
Yeah, I had to take care of my families.
Yeah, that's
then I
not
met
bad.
new families, and I still needs to take care of them.
I mean, that's, you know, that's part of family, isn't it? Taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, with that, what would you say, 5 years ago, assuming that you were a criminal, would you and your younger self 5 years ago have seen yourself turning to this life?
Assuming I wasn't a criminal, or assuming
Yes.
I was?
Assuming that you were.
Probably. I didn't go to the school, so I don't know what else I could have done.
I mean, have you always lived here in this state? Or did you?
No, I came here to escape something.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Are your parents still alive?
No,
No, okay.
that's why I had to take care of my brothers.
That makes sense. would you consider yourself a nice person?
I think so.
I mean, you seem friendly to me, so
Yeah, I don't hurts nobody's unless they hurts my families. Then it's wars.
that's understandable. So let's say, looking at yourself now, would you consider yourself to be the type of person that you would befriend or have approached when you were younger?
No.
No?
No, it used to be means.
Okay. Well, let's just say, let's say you were mean, and you were looking for a guiding hand of anybody that, you know, let's say you're 5 years old, and you meet somebody who's just like you now. Would you have befriended them or let them be your role model of any sort?
I don't know. That's a hard question. Are my parents still alive?
We could say that your parents were still alive. Were your parents still alive when you were 5?
Yeah. So
Okay.
probably not. I only ever looked up to my dad's.
Okay. Alright. Where do you wish to see yourself 10 years from now?
Huh. I guess I wish to see myself married to my girlfriends and happy.
That's adorable. I admire that. Alright, and final question. If you had one wish, what would that wish be?
That everybody would accept the trash gods.
Now you got me interested. What are the trash gods?
Oh, the trash gods is the one who created everything. Yeah, as he has the names, but I can't read it too well.
That's
But I
no
do
problem.
know the almighty dumpster fire brunettes.
The almighty dumpster fire brunette?
Burn it, like.
Oh,
burn it.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And with that, would you like to tell me anything about yourself that you would like for me to include on this?
I guess just that I'm a follower of the Order of the Raccoons.
Alright. And how many are in your family?
Well, in the Order of the Raccoons, there's 69. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's a pretty large family.
Oh yeah, and we take care of each other.
Well, that's good. That's always something that you need to have in a family.
Yeah. We takes cares of each other's. We don't hurt each other's.
You protect each other and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I come from a pretty small family myself, so I'm not used to that sort of stuff. I'm the oldest and all that.
I wasn't so used to having so many peoples to take care of, because I only had 2 brothers, but now I have so many.
Would you say that you love it?
I do. I love it very much.
And that's good. Alright. And that's all the questions that I have. It's nothing too crazy. I list you as your name.
Hey, you can call me Eric.
Okay. Alright. So what would you say your primary job is?
Being slightly concerning.
That's
Other than that, I mean, it's whatever is available. I mean, I've done everything from security work, hostage negotiation, protection details, asset management, asset removal, transport. I mean, I've done all of everything.
Alright. So you're a man of many qualities, as one would say.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that different than what I've done in other places, you know.
Yeah, that's
Well,
understandable.
it's getting shot at, surprisingly.
Alright, what?
It's a breath of fresh air to not have to worry about technicals around corners.
Technicals?
Mounted machine guns on
Oh.
back of pickups or
Oh.
other vehicles.
That's scary.
You get used to it. A nice grenade or two and right into the engine bay or the back of it handles it quite well.
So I'm assuming you've lived a military life then.
Not officially.
Okay.
Not any paperwork you could ever find that would say otherwise anyway. Yeah, mostly for hire kind of things, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Got a problem, hire me, I solve it.
No problem, alright. What would you say led you to the life that you live currently?
What, being on vacation here?
We can go with that, yeah.
After I finished the contract job over in on a private island in Hawaii, clearing out interlopers, ended up, you know, just leaving, coming back toward the States. Unfortunately, our ship got boarded by pirates while we were drunk, and lost all our equipment, which is terrible. I get so much equipment. I miss it.
Ow.
So ended up here and decided, yeah, what the hell? See what it's like to be a civilian.
Alright. Let's see. Are your parents still alive?
You do see how old I am, right?
I don't judge a book by its cover.
Wait,
No,
you're
they're
old?
No, I just have gray hair because it's cool.
That's what I thought.
No, they're dead. They both passed away before the fall of Union.
Okay, alright.
Wait, you're not
I was
26?
No, Ivar, I am not 26.
Well, I thought you were the 26ers. I thought I was older than you.
No, flip those numbers around.
You're 62s?
Well, you could say that. Close enough.
Oh my god.
Like I said, there's no paperwork to state otherwise.
Oh, okay.
It's just...
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're fine.
Man.
Would you consider yourself to be a nice person? I could already tell that's gonna be a yes.
Well, I'm nice unless I'm contracted to be otherwise.
That's understandable. But let's say you're back in your younger years, about 5 years of age, somewhere in that range. Would you consider yourself, as you are right now, to have been approached by your younger self? Would you befriend yourself or look up to yourself as a sort of mentor, guidance?
I'll be honest with you, if little me walked up to me, he'd probably run away and screaming. Let's say that I grew up in a time of world affairs that people who wear clothing like mine are not friendly.
Okay.
They tend to make people disappear, you know? That's how it was back then. Sometimes like that now.
Oh, you guys played the hide and seek?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
permanent hide and seek. Oh, hello. Well, at least I didn't hit anybody this time.
So you guys were bad at seeking?
Oh no, we were very good at hiding.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
How long? I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I'm
Wait.
sorry. How long have you worked in the line of work that you currently pursue?
Well, after I allegedly faked my death after being on a cleanup crew, I think close to now, like almost 30 years now.
That's a remarkably long time.
Mm-hmm. I know, I'm surprised I'm not dead yet.
Let's say 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
If I'm not dead, it depends on how, if I'm able to keep the line of work. If not, probably just managing the line of work.
Okay. Sort of like a retired boss type.
Yeah. Goddamn locals. Damn local bunked lawn loose.
Alright. Do you happen to live by any motto in life?
Let me see. Well, family is blood.
And does that intake like people that aren't biologically your family, or?
Exactly.
Alright.
If they're my family, they're my blood. Spill their blood, I spill it tenfold.
I like that. And last question is, what is something you wish to provide to the city?
More services, I guess. I mean, pretty much what I do now.
Alright.
Just help people with what they need. If they can't get it through official means, you know, they can get through voluntary means.
Okay. And to finalize this, is there anything you would wish to tell me about yourself that you haven't already?
I was part of the Chernobyl cleanup crew.
Oh. That sounds messy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was one of the machine operators, so.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't using the shovels like the other poor bastards. Oh, they got fucked. No, I was a machine operator, so.
Wait, who's the Chernobyls? Oh, hello. Hello.
So you've seen a lot of very gruesome things then in your time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, alright.
I've seen the depravity humanity can get to.
Things. What would you like me to list your name as?
I am Martinez.
Alright.
Just Martinez.
Okay. So, just to see what kind of category you fall under, would you consider yourself to be a criminal soul, or are you more of a civilian?
I consider myself a private entity.
Alright. Alright, first question, well, second question now, would be... what is your primary job? What keeps you going? What gets you up in the morning and all that good stuff?
Martinez, I'm gonna head out for a little bit to go handle something.
Oh yeah,
I'll
you
probably
gotta
be
run
back in
that
about an
errand,
hour or
you
so.
said, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
about an
yeah,
hour
no,
or so. So.
no
Okay.
problem, man, no problem. Yeah, tell me how it goes, alright?
All right. Not too much chaos, okay?
Hey, I promise, I promise. Listen,
Keep
no
the chaos
liberating
down
ducks
to about
today.
half.
Sorry, what was your question again?
Well, what would you consider to be your primary job? Like, what gets you up in the morning? What do you consider to be your main focus in life right now?
You know, I kind of consider myself a little bit of a entrepreneurialist.
All right.
I'm always doing something new. I have main, hustles that give me my money. But
Yeah.
it's all about what's new in the day. I try to keep it fresh, keep it going. I mostly do contract work. Or I'm working on cars.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with cars. I'm mostly good at contract work, but cars, I understand.
I gotcha. What led you into living the life that you currently live?
Well, when I was 18, I decided to join the army. I was a medic. Did about 3 tours. And that was, hey, I can't say anything really too terrible. You know, some things, don't get me wrong, they're a little like, oh, huh, all right. But honestly, I know people that had it way worse than I did. So I can't
That's
really complain
understandable.
much there. But being in the army and I was a medic afterwards, getting out, private entities, they're highly sought after in the private sector, and it kind of just worked out. I ended up going to Bosnia for a while, hanged around in Bosnia for a while, and then I flitted back to, I think, back to New York for a little while. And then I was chilling in AZ, and I got another contract to go to Hawaii. And honestly, yeah, it's kind of just it kind of drew me in, I guess you could say.
That makes sense. You're very well traveled, it sounds like then.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few places, quite a few places.
The one that's a little bit personal, I understand. Are your parents still actively alive that you know of?
No, I mean, I don't know if my dad's alive. I'll be honest. I haven't ever actually seen or met him.
Yeah.
My mom, she died when I was 16.
Okay.
So I ended up being raised by my sister.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. One of those things that led you to where you are now, right?
Most definitely, most definitely. I wanted to make sure I had stability.
Would you consider yourself to be a nice person?
I'd like to say I am. Don't get me wrong, though. I know if you ask some people, they'll tell you a very different story. But the dollar pays for where my nicety goes sometimes.
That's understandable. So let's say your younger self, right? And probably about 5 years old, somewhere in that range, Would you have approached yourself now, in your younger version, befriended yourself or even looked to yourself as sort of a mentor or somebody to give you guidance in life?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I was a kid, man, I am exactly what I was told to stay away from. And you know
Okay.
what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It makes me money.
It's you're now the 6th person to say no to that.
Oh, goddamn.
How long would you say that you have worked in your current line of work right now?
How long?
Yeah, how long?
Let's see. Almost 20 years now.
All right. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, you know, that's a good question. That's a good question. I'd like to say I'm back where I started in Bosnia. When I got down there to do some work, I was doing very good, and you know, I'd like to say 10 years from now I'm doing as good as I was in Bosnia before shit hit the fan. You know.
That's understandable. Do you live by any life motto?
Live fast, die young.
That's a good motto to live by, honestly.
Hey, it's kept me alive way too long. The motto is supposed to be like, live fast, die young. Yeah, I'm still alive for some reason. Many have tried, none have succeeded.
That's understandable. What is your wish to provide to the city?
You know, my wish would probably to be provide a comprehensive solutions agency that can handle really anything and everything that one sec, not to cough there.
Oh no, you're fine.
But really providing the city with a comprehensive solutions agency that can tackle any need that any Los Santos civilian and otherwise would need in, you know, life. You know, comprehensive. Whether you just need a little bit of data scrubbed from your computer or other means.
Understandable. With all that, I know you've given me a lot of information, but is there anything else you wish to tell me about yourself that you would like to be included in this?
The cops cannot outrun Turismo R's or Miatas. That's it. Yeah.
That sounds like some words of wisdom to whoever reads this.
Oh, 100%. It doesn't have to be a Turismo R, almost, you know, $500,000 car. Actually, I think it is $500,000. It can be a fucking shitbox Miata that you found at the Quartz Center, as long as you got faith in yourself and some good music on the radio.
What would you like me to name you as? You can use your actual name, or you can use the nickname, or you can choose to be anonymous.
I'm Gerry. Gerry Jones, but with a G instead of a J.
So that's Gerry?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I know the answer to this, but what turned you to a life of crime?
My friends.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
What would you say? Oh, that's a very fancy hat.
Yeah.
What would you say primarily led you into this life that you live?
Negative 10K. Really. I need money. You have money?
I'm a college student.
That doesn't answer my question.
That's a no.
Oh. You're trying to be smart with me?
No.
Oh, okay. What's your name? I didn't even ask that.
My name's Lyonell.
Lions?
Lyonell.
Leon?
Lyonell.
Lions. That's what I
L.
said.
Lyonell.
Lyonell. Lyonell.
Yep. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Lyonell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5 years ago, did you see yourself pursuing this life that you currently live?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
No. If my friends tell me to, then yeah.
Are your parents still alive?
My mom is.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad got run over by a clown car.
Would you consider yourself to be a violent person?
I can be if you piss me off. But usually I'm kinda nice.
Have you ever tortured animals?
plead the fifth.
Oh, you have, okay.
What?
Where,
What'd you say?
where do you feel the need to resort to violence?
Well, when people, give me smart ass remarks,
Smart-ass remarks?
Yeah. I don't like when they're mean to me, because it hurts my feelings inside.
It's understandable, okay.
Yeah.
Do you consider, well, you already said that you did, but do you consider yourself to be a nice person?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. But if you're a dickhead, I'm gonna shove my ego down your throat.
You gonna shove what?
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 What'd you say?
What did you say?
What did you say?
What did you say?
I asked you first.
Actually, I asked you first.
No. What did you say?
I asked you to... Could you repeat what you had said?
What part?
If you're mean to me, I'm going to shove my... What'd you say?
Oh, my ego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you are the younger version of yourself. You're a kid again.
Okay.
Would you, as a kid, approach the person who you are today?
I'm a younger self. And what?
Would you approach the person that you are today?
Oh, absolutely.
Would you, look at yourself as like a mentor or anything of that sort?
No.
Okay.
No, I am no mentor. I torment people, apparently.
Where do you see yourself or wish to see yourself 10 years from now?
Alive, at least.
Oh,
Yeah. My friends make me do a lot of dumb shit.
if you had one wish, what would it be?
Never met them.
What?
Kidding. One wish?
If, let's say, a genie came up to you and you had one wish.
$1 million trillion. I could get a new shirt.
Well, you would get more than just a new shirt with that.
Yeah. A new hat. Maybe a red one. Or purple.
If you could have any sandwich, what kind of sandwich would it be and how would it be made?
Oh. Sandwich?
A sandwich.
Oh, okay. So probably like ham, turkey, yellow cheese, lettuce, bacon, tomato, and then Cheetos, hot Cheetos. You gotta put them inside a sandwich. So delicious.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me about yourself? It can be anything. Oh, wait, hold on. Before that, then, do you have a motto that you live by?
A motto?
A motto.
What's a motto? Like a model?
Like, no. Like, words that you've heard and that you live by those words.
Oh. Rob or get robbed. Yeah. You gonna rob me?
No.
Oh.
But no, not really.
Oh.
Okay. No, I don't really want to get robbed.
Why?
Because I've never been robbed.
You never been robbed?
I've been kidnapped.
Don't know the feeling? Oh.
And used as a hostage for a bank job.
Oh.
That was fun.
Okay.
Usually tell me about yourself. It can be anything you would like me to enter into this entry.
I'm broke and I kill people for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take it from the bitch.
Well then, yep, that concludes all my questions.
Okay.